Hey everybody, another day in the camper. I'm just in here doing touch-ups with the final paint color, the dark there. I'm over here touching up around the power center, and I'm going to go in the house and show you the foam that we picked up for our bed up here. We picked that up on the weekend, and we ordered foam off Amazon for the bench here. So we're using some of the existing cushions for the backrests, and then we got a new piece for the actual bench with batting. And I'll show you the new fabric that I picked out. I'm really excited. And also I've come to the realization that I am not a seamstress. I am no good with a sewing machine. So Dan is going to help me sew. This guy can just do everything, like really. I'm going to cut out, I've measured the windows you guys saw, I've cut out the fabric, he's going to sew them, and we'll do it together. Welcome to the camper dumping ground. I've literally, this has just taken over my living room. Everything is in here. Okay, let's start over here. This is a new piece of foam we purchased off Amazon. This is going to be the new bench seat. We do have batting, so we're going to wrap all of the cushions in new batting, and then this is the fabric that I found to reupholster, and I just love it. It's canvas, got the black flowers. We're going to put some 1/4-inch plywood on the back and just staple it there, so no sewing. Bonus. This is a giant piece of fabric. It was a tablecloth. It's massive. I can't even remember the dimensions, but like it's huge. This is what we're creating the curtains out of. $5. I love that. Over here's the old cushions. These are going to be cut down, and we're going to take this old crappy stuff off of there and redo that with the batting that we have here. And then this is our new bed. We purchased this. We did find it local, and it turned out that in a roundabout way, I knew the guy. So he gave us a deal on the batting as well as the spray glue that you use to glue the batting to the cushions, which was really nice of him. Starting with the bench seat, we measured and knew we'd have to take off about 2 inches in length and in width. And when you Google how to cut foam, it says use a bread knife or like one of those electric turkey cutting knives. So it ended up working really good using that. That's the spray adhesive, so it works just like contact cement. Dan's gonna spray the one side here, and then he'll spray the piece of batting that's gonna go over top. What did we wait, like 5 minutes? Or something? Yeah, 5 minutes, and it was tacky enough to stick.
It's pretty warm out today, though.
Yeah. Dan said when I cut the batting, he only wanted me to cut it so that we had enough to cover the top and the edge that sticks out in front of the seat. So it fit perfect, and then we were ready to add the plywood to the bottom. Last night, Dan cut all of the plywood to size. So we're out here on the porch, and we're going to sand it down so the corners and the edges are nice and smooth, and then it won't snag on the material. When Dan first mentioned doing the cushions this way with the no-sew approach, I wasn't too sure about his plywood idea because I was envisioning using something like the thin hardboard that we put up on the ceilings before we painted in the camper. And I'm sure you could use either. The plywood ended up working out great for us. We rounded the corners, we, sanded it down really well. And when we cut out the fabric here, we just, pulled it a little snug and used the staple gun and stapled it all in, and there was no need to glue it. It worked out good. As you can see here, the foam is pretty thick that we ordered. We ordered 6 inches. We definitely could have gotten away with 4 inches. That's just a learning curve, right? And then, of course, here we are doing corners. Corners are hard. If you watch how-to videos on YouTube, people make it look so easy. But we got through it. They're nice and snug and stapled in, and they turned out good. Well, another day, our cushions came to a halt, but we ran out of this fabric. We miscalculated the measurements. So I'm doing the armrests in black. I hope it looks okay. I did go back to the fabric shop and they were all sold out of it. So bummer, but onwards we go. Ta-da! What do you think? The black armrest turned out good. There's the backs there. They're nice and light. Like I said earlier, I was worried about the plywood, but it turned out perfectly. I'll bring down one of these cushions to show you the back here. Again, not professionals. We just folded it over, stapled, yeah, and it came together. And there's also enough room if we have one of our boys with us. You take out that back rest, and then it's a good bed for them. And then the curtains, they're all finished. I had a tiny bit left over to make little ties for the curtains out of the bench fabric. And then up in the bed area, the 2 sides, we made one piece along with this long one. There's 2 bars, one on the top, one on the bottom, just holding it in. I don't see us opening these ones in the bed area very often. And I don't think I showed you the fridge. That's how it looks after Dan sanded it all. Turned out good. Stay tuned for an upcoming before and after video. I'll go over a few things that I haven't addressed, things that I probably skipped and looked over. I'll take you outside and show you how the truck camper sits on the back of our F-150. Dan obviously did get tie downs, and he also installed airbags in the truck. So stay tuned for that. If you guys have any questions, anything that I haven't gone over, leave them in the comments down below and I'll get to them